Hey, it's Friday. Man, Friday is an awesome day, isn't it? It's the end of the week. I don't know what you got planned for the weekend. A lot of high school football going on and a lot of everything going on. This is the time of year where things are really revved up and busy. So let's take a minute, focus on God's word today. Are you ready for it? These are Power Minutes, 1-minute devotionals meant to encourage you, helping you to see biblical truth for everyday life. All right, that's what we do here, and I'm Lina in case we haven't met. Today's Power Minute is called Pleasing God. Our verse is Galatians 1:10. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. Do you want to know the hardest thing about breaking off an engagement 2 weeks before a wedding? Don't worry, I'm about to tell you. I remember it like it was yesterday. By the time I figured out that I needed to end the engagement, it was 2 weeks before the wedding. The hardest obstacle to overcome, by far and above my greatest fear, was that I was worried about what people would say. What will everyone in my life think? In Galatians 1:10, Paul wrote, For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. The secret, you see, to your freedom in the Christian life is to learn to live for the audience of one. You and I will never please everyone. We will never make decisions that are unanimously accepted by all the people in our lives. What matters the most isn't what other people think, but rather it's what God thinks about you and me. Do you find yourself paralyzed with fear today? Stop and ask, who am I trying to please? Here's a question to think about. How can you tell if you're living for an audience of one or for the eyes of everyone else? Who do you long to please the most? Man, sometimes I say that I want to please God, but I live in a way that really is striving to please man. And it is when disappointments come in my life that truth comes to the surface. And so I'm glad God allows us to fail and be disappointed, because it is really a sieve of a way to see what our motives really are. And so I pray that God is showing you why you're doing what you're doing, and that He will give you the strength and the courage to live for His pleasure only, even if it means taking risks, even if it means being misunderstood in your life. There's nothing better than living a life that you know pleases God, all right? Hey, have a great weekend. If you're looking for Bible study resources, I invite you to check out livingwithpower.org or go to our app, the Living with Power app. There is so much richness there for you. It's free. If you're reading the book and landed here to check out what we're about, hey, thanks for coming. Love you guys. Love your curiosity. I love that God is drawing you back to Himself in so many ways in your life, and know that we're praying for you. All right? We're off the weekends from Power Minutes. We'll be back on Monday, but there are other fun stuff going on. So I hope you have a great weekend, and know that you're not alone in this life. All right? Take care.